Everything that happens on your team, all those underperforming employees, that's really on you.
It's about to get wild.
Welcome to Wild Wednesday, your 3-minute boost for leadership culture, sales and marketing, and business breakthroughs to help you win the day. Let's pump the hump.
Pump the hump.
I'm so glad you're here today. Listen, whether you're the CEO, whether you're a sales leader, whether you just have one direct report, this message is for you. And I'm going to talk about the one thing and a few bonus things that you can say and communicate to underperforming teammates or employees. Now, first and foremost, you got to ask yourself a big question. Is this teammate underperforming, or have I underled them? And in many situations, in my experience leading people, most of the time, it's probably me who underled them. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. I didn't set healthy, right expectations. And how you communicate to that teammate is everything. The words in which you say, the posture, the tone is everything. And it starts with one big posture. You have to take the blame. That posture, that tone sets the tone for the entire conversation. Because there's always something which you as a leader could have done better. And by taking the blame, you remove defensiveness. You model accountability. You set the tone for trust and honest conversations where you can reposition the expectations for that teammate. Number 2, you gotta start to communicate better. You probably need to use your calendar and schedule a cadence of care, specifically if you've reset expectations. If they're truly underperforming, you probably need to put them on a 30, 60, 90-day plan that has very clear expectations where you're meeting with them frequently. And then you've got to ask them how you can help them and mean it. Like truly, truly mean it. Care for them. If you really think they're underperforming, and guess what? Some of them are. Some of them are underperforming, even if it was some of your fault. Clearly give them the expectation, but give them the tools, have their back, and mean it, and give them the help they need to be successful. And they will either be successful and live up to your expectations, or they will clearly show you they're not the right one for your team. When you start that conversation, one of the best questions that I always ask, it's how do you think it's going? And that simple question, those words, will often start the conversation where it's truly a conversation. There's no defensiveness. In that, most of the time, that teammate's going to tell you they don't think it's going very well. And then you can take the blame for not being clear. Recalibrate, reset, come back to North Star, and set realistic expectations. Everything that happens on your team, all those underperforming employees, that's really on you. It's super important that you look at yourself, you look at the processes, that you have empathy before you start blaming. So this week, take a look at your teammates, the ones that are underperforming, and then look at yourself and take the blame. Come back, have an honest, a holy conversation with them. Care for your people enough that you have that conversation and you give them the clarity and support to grow. We'll see you next week. Let's grow.
Recently, we posted a job opening for a quality control manager for a company, and we snuck in 5 mistakes on purpose. Why? Because great hires don't just apply, they notice. The people who messaged us about the errors, they weren't just nitpicky, but they were showing us that details matter. In sales, in leadership, and manufacturing, the ones who rise to the top are the ones that see what others miss. A smudged or blurry logo, a typo in the contact form, or a building that's just a little off, those things matter. So here's today's truth. Excellent isn't just about big wins. It's about caring enough to catch the small things. And when you do, customers trust you more and teams follow you faster. Pay attention to the little things because they produce wild results. I'm out.
It's the Cup of Joe quote of the week.
We're not grateful because we're happy. We are happy because we're grateful. Another way that I've heard this said is happiness is much like a butterfly. If you try to grab it, it's just always out of your grasp. But if you sit still and just be thankful, it will light on you.
We'll see you next week. Stay wild.
I don't even know if I want to say that. It's kind of stupid.
Are you a leader of people? That's the dumbest intro.
Okay, we'll use that.
The way I said that was weird.